is the 4 Dune templates in there, and I'm going to use that helmet and chest plate, and then here's my current, or boots and pants, and there's my current helmet and chest plate.
I see. Dune armor trim.
Do you need anything more to... I can go, if you don't need anything else from me, I can go find the clothing.
So, you want the Dune armor trim on all 3 of these pieces? Or all 4?
All 4, yes.
Okay, let me... Okay, is there a hammer anywhere in the shop?
I don't believe so. I may have... What do you need to...
let me...
hammer?
Let me see. Let's see.
I have diamonds and armor. Or iron.
I might need... Do you have a diamond?
Yes, there's some in there.
Let's see. It's been a while since I've worked with this material. Okay, yes, I will need... Okay. There's one. I will need the other diamond.
Oh, wait, it's for the color. Sorry, I didn't think of the trim being a certain color. I would want it to be gold.
Oh, okay, my apologies. Okay, gold. Alright.
Take it there's no way to fix the ones I currently have then that would have the diamond.
I can revamp it another time, and if it is... Let me see if I can... Let me do these first. Okay, here are the pants. Is that the correct trimming that you desire?
Yes, with the gold, so I can... Because gold is the accent color of my pack.
Alrighty. Here you go. And with the boots, I don't know if there's another dune plating anywhere else around. I don't know if I can revamp them.
I likely have another dune at the guild hall just from my times at war, so maybe I'll have it remade then.
Well, I can, when I get another Doom template, I can redo the trimming and fix this one up. Apologies.
I am going to go get the dress from my mother's and put it on.
Okay. Way to go, Sundew. You didn't even ask for the correct trimming. Oh, my hands just got itch. I just really wanted to work. I don't think there's any way to revamp a trimming plate. Well, I can fix it in the future for Fifi. Hopefully. Oh. Whoops. Be free. Huh? How many what? Okay, be gone. No, no. Get out of here. Okay. Mm.
There's a chicken made its way into the lands.
Oh. Well, for the brief second I saw it, looked really beautiful on you.
Thank you. I do think we need to wait for it to be day. Well, maybe not. I make an oath under both the sun and under the moon. I don't think it necessarily matters which order I do first, as long as I do both. Is there 2 chickens? Is there 3 chickens?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Did you happen to disperse some eggs?
I had one in my inventory and I chucked it out the window. I didn't expect there to be 3 chickens after that, and I only had 1.
Ah. Well, there is new life in the Packlands, it appears. Triplet chickens. Well, I think that is a sign of good change for the Packlands, at least. I would hope anywhere from here it's up.
So, what's the ceremony required for the moon?
Well, for an oath, I think traditionally the moon represents the time of mourning and our traditions and history and the dead of our pack. So I would likely base my pledge off of that. I don't know if there's exactly formal wording I'm supposed to use, but maybe I'll do the most formal I can think of and hope that it suffices. This is a little embarrassing. I shouldn't be embarrassed over my pack customs, though. With the moon present to remember my oath, I shall start my Zara pledge. Basking in the moon's gentle glow, I will devote myself to remembering those we have lost and remembering the history of our pack. To uphold all traditions and share our culture with others, ensuring that it continues and does not end. May the moon and the dead view me favorably. I hope that I will do our pack proud in my actions. May the souls of those we have lost and our ancestors glitter across the sky in compliments to the moon. And may they approve of my actions, and may they bring me fortitude and solace. And may I never forget them. I pledge that while on my quest in figuring out what happened, I will be alert for our pack's lost blade moon dancer. And I will find it so that it can be returned to its proper place in the tombs, along with Soluna's grave. Its adornment to our pack in history is substantial, and I do not wish for it to be lost forever. I pledge that, shall I fail to find an heir to succeed the pack after the end of my time, that our legacy and history will continue to live on despite that. Even if I cannot pass our traditions down to a next generation, I will ensure that they are not erased and are recorded so that the spirit of our pack can live on. And I my last pledge is I will do whatever I can for the betterment of the pack as we enter a new era, even if the pack proceeds forward is very unprecedented with what has happened. All of my actions I take will be in honor of and for the Noya pack. I suppose that would be the pledge. I know that at night, during more ceremonial things, that it wasn't uncommon for us in our wolf forms to go into the ocean because the moon shines down on it brightly. But maybe if it's just my toes. Zara Saluna was the first of the silver-eyed Zaras. I don't know too much about her. What I know is only going to be stories because of it having been hundreds of years ago, but I hear that she was very much a fan of the arts and pursuing her passions, I suppose, if you wanted to get punny with it. And she is also to thank for a lot of the traditions that we have and the fact that we are artisans mainly at the pack rather than warriors. It was so that we could be self-sustainable as well as have a creative outlook. Well, with the rising sun, I think it's fitting to do my Zara pledge for the sun, because after all, it is rising to be a new era for the pack, even if I'm not too expectant of what that would mean. I wonder if there's a better view up on the Zara Hill. Well, I can't see the ocean anymore, so it may be a little less scenic, but I do get to see the desert, and I enjoy that. It is also very bright. Inspiration with the fact that it's a new day, rising era, passion of the sun. Okay, as someone blessed with the eyes of the sun, I will take on the privilege and honor of leading the pack as their Zara. And in honor of the balance of the sun and moon, I acknowledge that should I have an heir, they will have the eyes of the moon, silver, to maintain the pack's balance. Under the sun's watchful blaze, I promise to devote myself to the pack until I take my last breath. Everything I do will be for Noya from this day forth. I will take up the bow of Daybreaker, previously wielded by Zara Alaric. And wielding Daybreaker, I will rely on its golden strength to aid in my fight against any enemies I may come across, and may it help me in gaining vengeance on those who have wronged the pack and have taken them away. Much like the first Zara, I will wield Daybreaker as a representation of a new day, of a new beginning, and a new era as I rebuild our pack in honor. I wield it both as the protector of the pack and its defender. May my devotion to the pack burn as ferociously as the sun's rays. Never will its intensity waver and fade. May I reflect in the sun's warmth in a comforting way to my pack, and, dare I say, reflect the wrath of the sun on those who betrayed my pack. And by the sun, I swear I will never forgive those who caused us this suffering, and I swear should I learn who slaughtered our members in their own lands and in their own homes, they will receive an arrow to the throat. And I will ensure they suffer to my hand as they made my pack members suffer to theirs. And with that, I hope the Noya pack blazes into a new era, whatever it may be.
Well done.
Thank you. If what my mother had told me was correct, the Daybreaker bow should be in the first Zara's crypt, and it's probably about time that I stop wielding the netherite longbow that I traditionally carry. And I included it in my pledge, so I suppose I better hope they did not take it as they took Moon Dancer. Well, as the sole and only witness to what I assume constitutes as an ascension to Zara, would you like to accompany me to the Zara's crypt?
Of course.
Give me one moment to recover my wit and remember exactly where it would be. It should be where their surface graves are, but so I'm not sure how much you know about the pack's history, but there was the first Zara wasn't called the Zara, she just was Zara, and she had a soulmate who was Alexander. So the pack mimicked that in our hierarchy, I suppose is the word.
I see. Wow.
They have caskets up there, but this by the sun would be Zara, and then our second Zara, Soluna, would be by the moon. Guess whoever raided the pack did not know of a Daybreaker being down here, so I didn't suspect it being an inside job, but
oh, sorry.
I guess I can say for certain that it wasn't.
It looks beautiful.
It's our representation of the sun. Well, this is a good chance for me to see apparently the Zara's and Soluna's oath. I've never been down here, so I guess I can see if I did a good job or not. Zara's was with the loss of my mate. Our pack looked at me for guidance. I shall uptake the leadership role with responsibility. I acknowledge the privilege I had in this position. I acknowledge the faith of all pack members are putting in my hands. And there's the sun's guidance. I will follow its example and blaze forth a path as a new day approaches. We will push through our loss, mourning those we care for at night. Looking to the day towards the sun for a brighter future. I will guide us to a new land, and one where we don't need to constantly be on guard against territory disputes. Once at a new land, we will make new customs and traditions that align with our faith in the sun and moon. Maybe I was a bit too wordy with mine. Oh yes, so Luna's is a similar number of pages. The hers does seem more formal. As someone blessed with the eyes of the moon, I will take on the privilege and honor of leading the pack as their Zara, and honor the balance of the sun and moon. I acknowledge my heir would be one blessed with the golden eyes of the sun. Suppose that makes sense. I did say that her era as Zara was the one where a lot of our traditions got established, and I suppose our speeches, including golden eyes of the moon and our heirs, also came from her. Glad to know the portraits are still hanging and holding up well. The oath of previous Zaras, records of the Zaras. I suppose later I'll have to fill in my name, and Raven, Zara Raven, never got the chance to have someone describe his era, so I'll suppose I will fill his in for him. And then Zara's journal. I believe that was what Evelyn had with her body, so I'll put it back down here then. I don't know if there's anything else I need from here or not. Oh, it's the portraits. Would it be selfish if I went to take my mother's portrait out of here?
I don't think so.
Well, I got what I needed down here, and if it's not too much to ask, if I fall before you, I hope that Daybreaker can be recovered and returned to the tomb. I don't want a second weapon of the pack to be lost.
I promise.
Thank you. Well, I mentioned that under the sun's watchful blaze, and the Noya pack can blaze into a new era. I feel it might be fitting for me to walk through fire, per se.
Fire?
Well, the sun is just, it's a lot of warmth, and its rays are similar to flames, while the ocean overtakes the water. And I sat in the water while the moon was out, so I think walking through fire would finish it. I can't say it would be the first time that I have been a little overheated, and I do have fire resistance potion, so should I need it, I have it.
I will not get in the way of your traditions, however, do be careful. Perhaps I can hold on to one of your fire resistance and splash it on you if needed. There we go. Alright.
Well, time to find a flint and steel. In all honesty, I do not know if this is a tradition or not, but it feels right.
Okay.
if I am going to say that I am walking into a new era, it should show it in some way or form. Let's see, flint and steel. Flint and iron, I believe I can use to spark together. I don't know if I have any flint. I do have one. And a campfire, actually.
Maybe? Oh.
As I was walking, I was debating if I should make a pin for the chickens that
Oh.
are going to be taking up residency here. They appear to be wandering. Could probably put them in the stables for now. I would just need to clear out the horse carcass. Maybe setting the blaze at the entryway. That sounds more symbolic. Walking into the pack through the blaze or walking out of it? Maybe walking in, so I'm entering a new era.
Well, I actually think you should walk out.
You don't think that might accidentally symbolize me leaving the pack?
No. I think it just symbolizes you're taking your new area with you. Your new era with you. But
would you like to be on the other side of the flame where I walk through?
Yeah, I'll chuck this as soon as you walk through, just on the safe side.
Well, I suppose you are resistant to fire, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I must say, it is not hot as the lava bath was at the slumber party at Limbo.
And lava's
But I feel like
a bit warmer.
and the air was much cooler too. I suppose the stark difference would have made an effect.
But fire is still fire and burns hot for a long time.
Luckily, sand doesn't necessarily spread it all too easily. So.
Well, congratulations, Zara Fiore.
Thank you. I hope I can make my pack proud in doing so.
I'm sure you will.
By customs, by my time entering the war, that was the first time I ever used warp stones or waystones, but suppose we could plant a waystone so we can get back here at least. I don't want it to be in the open for anyone to grab, but if I do decide I want to bring others here, I don't want to force them to make the trek. Would you be alright if I place a waystone?
I don't mind.
Somewhere hidden. Most definitely not in the tombs. I wonder if there's caves nearby. Well, there is the ruins here. I could put them in the desert ruins.
You could probably put it amongst the stone here. It would blend in.
to be seen from the sky.
Maybe down there?
I was thinking of putting it in the remnants of this temple.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even notice it. Oop.
By stories, it was here prior to the village's construction above it. And when the first Zara and her pack moved, they initially lived within the cave system around the pack.
Oh, I see.
And within the cave system, that's where they initially started out while they worked on settlements. There. I'm going to take a piece of the wall and make it so this ground is flat. Well, if you have more to do at your family's home, you're more than welcome to. I don't plan to leave the Packlands just yet, but I don't expect you to stay. More so, I have some things I feel like is my obligation. I want to fill out the record of the Zaras and ensure that Zara Raven has a suited description and write my name in it to record myself. And then I will go through the library and gather any records I can. I want to update the records for this summer so I can mark down all of the deceased, and that is something that I can do by myself. And it's just going to be a lot of cross-referencing books and letters and doing so.
Well, maybe true. Unless I am called away, I feel as though I will stay. I wish to be amongst my family home a bit longer. And I'll be in that area though, so if you need me, you can come get me whenever you wish.
Well, I still haven't seen my mother's portrait, so we could also take a look at that briefly and then depart from each other.
Nope.
I went as if that was the exit, and I'm sure it was the exit at one point in time. But it has been submerged by now. And it just goes to show how the winds can force sand to shift and move over time.
Yeah, a lot of minerals and rocks and sediment changes slowly but rapidly over the years.
I can use it on the wall over here.
Oh.
She had more accessories than I do, but it's the same ceremonial gown. And based on her eyes, it was prior to her vision being lost.
I see. I can certainly see the resemblance.
People did say that a lot, though maybe it's because I was the closest one to see evidence of our differences. Her hair was darker than mine, and her ears. When I speak to the neighboring village, I may inquire about having one of their artisans potentially paint my portrait as Zara. Traditionally a pack member does it, but I know a lot of them that when I'm growing up that they in the village viewed us very fondly, so I'm sure somebody would be willing to. With that, I am going to go and begin looking through records so I can record those we've lost.
Alright. Don't forget to get some rest and eat something, okay?
I will see if I can try.
Goodbye, Fifi.
Farewell.
I feel a little bad responding in such a way to Zack, but I was not in a good headspace at the time. I would at least like to know if I have any mail. I know I should go home, but once I do, I'm going to have to face this. I don't know if I'll be ready for that. And I'll have to inquire about Jura. I wonder if she's still okay or if... I don't know. And one for Amelia. Oh. I see. I am assuming Amelia's is the bakery item, and Skylar, well, I'll read it when I get back. I'm going to get some rest. Good night, and thank you. I don't believe there's anything else that requires my attention. Alrighty, well, I suppose I'll get some rest then.
Wow, wow. I could